Hello again, viewers. This is Barry here for Friday, the 27th of May. I'd like to talk about now on this video about how to speak up for yourself if something is not right. Okay, speak up about what is upsetting you. Speak up. Tell someone. With me, I always speak my mind, okay? And that is the only way I can let people know that I am upset, okay? Let's go back to the very beginning when I moved into this house. I was scared. I didn't know what to expect. I was uncomfortable. I was nervous. All that sort of thing. I was anxious. I felt sick in the tummy. But the question I asked myself, how can I handle the situation? Do I just speak up or do I shut up? Well, I spoke to someone about it. Well, my problem started when I arrived in Brisbane and I was in hospital. Okay? It was Monday evening. I was I was in hospital. I was very emotional. I was starting to feel like I was missing Sydney. I had only been in Brisbane for 4 days. I was supposed to arrive here at Bray Park on the 31st of March, but that didn't happen because I had a medical episode. And instead of just sitting there, excuse me, instead of just sit, excuse me, instead of just sitting there and suffering, I did something about it. I knew straight away that something was not right. Okay, so I did something about it. I spoke to people about how I was feeling, and they respected me, and I I respected them. Okay, let's go back to Wednesday, May 4th. I was not a very happy man then. Okay, I was really upset. I was anxious. I had butterflies in my stomach. And the manager knew that something was not right. And we had a long talk about it. I told the manager that I was not comfortable here. That's why I spoke up, so that the manager could do something about it. But like I said, my dramas started in hospital. It all began, okay, at Sydney Airport. Well, I got on the plane, fly up here to Queensland, only to find out that only to find out that my check when you get on the plane. But I won't go into that. Nor will I go into the medical episode which I had on the plane, or why I was hospitalized. But let me tell you, I was very anxious for a couple of weeks. Okay? I was nervous, I was scared, almost in tears, that sort of thing. Everybody gets scared, guys. Everybody does. And no matter what, and we can't help how we feel inside. Because if we bottle things up inside, well, all I can say to that is that we can get very sick. We get butterflies in the stomach, okay, and we won't be able to enjoy the things in life that are around us or with us. So, have you ever? So, the question I'd like to ask you viewers watching this episode called Speaking Up. Have you ever been scared and afraid to speak up and say what's bothering you? Because I'd really like to hear from you about this. Tell me, what have you been scared of? Have you been scared of getting into trouble because somebody might be angry with you, or cross with you, or annoyed with you? I'd like to hear from you about this tonight. So, for me, it was a challenging first couple of weeks because I was nervous, like I said. I had some people saying, no, you can't do this. And then, like I said on the show earlier on, I had a big meltdown. That was last Friday. And it was the only way I could let people know how I was feeling. If I didn't let people know how I was feeling at that time, well, how could they help me? I would have just sat there and exploded, and nobody would have wanted that. So, guys, if we don't say anything when we're upset, don't shut up, speak up. We must tell people what's on our mind. And you can be honest with people. Ask someone if you could have a moment of their time to have a chat to them, with them about what's on your mind, because guys, we all have days where we are feeling absolutely rotten inside and thinking, how am I gonna let this out? How are we going to open the bottle and let everything out? Pour everything out. So it is very important, guys, to really reach out to someone if you are upset, because if you don't do that, okay, you're bottling everything up. Now, I'd like to give you a bit of history about me when I was young. I was too afraid to speak up. Why? Because I'd get into trouble. Because I was afraid of getting into trouble. Okay? I just sat in the corner, in a corner somewhere, and and pretending and I used to pretend I was okay when really I wasn't. So that was not a good sign. People would come up to me and say, "Why aren't you speaking up for what's right? Don't let people tread over you, Barry." That sort of thing. But I never took people's advice. Okay, and that was very foolish of me to do that sort of thing. Okay, because I used to not let people help me. I used to lose my temper a fair bit, that sort of thing. Okay, and it was not the right way of handling the situation. There was a time where somebody overrode me, okay, and I did not like them one bit. And you know what, viewers out there? I was furious. I went up to one person and I said, "Don't you dare tell me what to do, or what not to do, or what to say, or what not to say." And you know, I was too scared to speak up because, like I said, I was afraid of getting in trouble. And because I didn't know where to start back then. But now, at age 47, I am able to speak my mind and write emails to people. So if you're ever feeling scared of speaking up, reach out to someone. For goodness sake, don't keep it all inside you. Email someone. Tell them that you're homesick and you miss your friends. Ask them to make a phone call for you. That's all you've got to do. There is nothing wrong with that. That I can assure you of that. Never be afraid to speak up, guys. It is okay. It is okay to ask for help when needed, even if it's just once and only for a couple of minutes. Don't never ever let people tread on your toes. If people tell you that you are not allowed to do something, don't take any notice of their rubbish. You can hear what they want to say, but you do not have to agree with it. Just because they had an opinion doesn't mean that you have to ride on their wagon. You can ask for their help and support, and there is nothing wrong with that. But guys, Don't let people tread all over you, okay? If someone tread over me, I'd be furious. I wouldn't let them work with me, okay? Even if they said no. And, and once you make up your mind about something, you can say, well, excuse me, I, I've made up my mind on this. I'm, I'm doing it. Okay, you can also say it's got thanks for your input, but I am not interested. Thanks for your help, but I don't need it. You've got your own life to run and your own things to do, so just stay out of it. You can just say thanks, but no thanks, but don't be rude about it. But like I said, if something is not right, don't let people tread on you and let them think that they're the important ones. The last thing I'd like to say on speaking up, is that you must be precise and clear in your sentences and say, look, I've had my heart set on this goal. Not, and tell people not to make you change your mind once they've made it up. Unless it was really dangerous, of course. Okay, because some people may think you're making up excuses just to get out of it, or you have an elaborate plan to do something, then that's not good. But if you're honest with yourself and speak up speak and speak up, okay, then people will be able to help you to get through the difficult times and encourage you to enjoy what you have in life here on this earth. Okay, someone said to me on the phone early in the week, it is too early to start thinking about moving. Give it a couple of months. Okay? And and then I wrote an email to this person, not mentioning any names, and I said I will give only 3 months and that's a wrap. So what I'd like to say in closing this session, okay, of speaking up, to please don't let people tread on you like water. Don't let the person upset the apple cart. Because if you've had your mind set on something, guys, please, for goodness sake, don't take any notice. Don't listen to what other people think. This is your goal. It's not theirs. All you've got to do, guys, is say, hey, look, I know you are trying to help me, but I am not, I don't want to follow your lead, okay? It's okay for them to offer assistance and guide you in what is best. But like I've said in many of the shows I've brought to you so far here at Brave Park, is you've got to be honest not only with yourself if you speak up when speaking up, but also be truthful and honest to the person around you, because like I said like I said in episode 14 just an hour ago, please don't make stories up to make you feel better, because the person that may be trying to help you get out of a sticky situation may not believe you. And if people know that you've been lying, even if you've spoken up, then they won't respect you or listen to you in return. They might just turn around and say, I'm sorry, you've lied to me, you've disappointed me, um, you've lied to me about your decision, you've let me down. This is just an example, okay? Because, like I said on the show earlier, lying does not, and I repeat, lying does not get anyone anywhere, including me. That's why when I speak up, I've got to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. If you know that something is not right, don't just sit there and suffer. Reach out to someone. Call someone on the phone. Email them. Ask for help. That's all you have to do. Don't just sit there. And if you can't write the email to the person yourself, get someone who can. Get someone who can. Because I'm pretty sure that they may be able to help you write the email and ask the person to write down your concerns so that you can address them in the email. That's all you have to do. Guys, speak up. Don't keep quiet. Speak up if something's not right. Don't just sit in a corner and pretend that there is no one that you can talk to when really there is. Because I don't believe that there is no one that I can talk to when I know there is. Because let's go back to the 4th of May. I was really upset that day. The manager and I had a good talk that day. That's what we did. So I will continue this part tomorrow. I will come back to you tomorrow with the second part of speaking up. I'm Barry Fair. But until then, until part 2 tomorrow, have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow for the second part. Good night, everybody.